believe, put your money where your mouth is, or action speaks louder than words. Now, I've been talking about the OGs, how important they are, how it's heartbreaking to me that they go to events and these pioneers and legends, people walk right past them. I could care less. People come to me all the time, but it's not about me. It's all about us in general. So I came up with the idea, and last night, of all things, my lady signed off on this. I said to her, honey, we give away $6,500. Should we do $10,000? She said, yeah. I'm like, okay. That's right. So that's my first partner that I have to make sure, because she's my partner in my home, right? So I got to make sure that the house is taken care of, so to speak. And what I did, guys, is unheard of. If you look up there, it's $10,000 in prize money, same tournament, September 20th, 2026. I'm doing this for a few reasons. Main reason is because it's the right thing to do. Now, yes, I know you guys are telling me, especially those of you who are promoters are telling me, man, don't give away that much money. Now, I know that because I'm giving away more money, it does not guarantee that people will come, because most people get scared. They all won $250, and then they're going to fight for another $750. Mm-hmm. Now, I am going to say this. It is less, but it's more. What I mean by that is this. Now, it's 30 and 40, you win your 250, when you win your 30, when you win your 40, but then now your grand champion is just between your two. So that grand champion is another $500. So you make $750, but not have to fight the additional ones. You understand? Then I did the same thing for forms, which wasn't the case before. Now, bottom line is that, and weapons. Weapons wasn't getting any separate money. However, for grand champion, forms and weapons, that is together. The women also have 3 different age brackets with $250 a piece. There's no grands with them, because the truth is that, we're going to get those numbers up, but that's $750 there dedicated. And if you add it all up, you notice that it's $250 that we're shy, and that's going to go to the official of the day. The official of the day is going to make $250, which means this: the official of the day is going to make more money than the grand champion of the 15 above at master tournaments. Think about that for a second. Why? Those people are very important too, and we never looked out for them. We're going to certify them, we're going to dress them properly, we're going to feed them, but when it comes down to it, they are important too, because you can't run a successful tournament without the judges and referees, and for years we've been amateurs. Why am I paying these people? Because we're professional. That's why we had control. Great Grandmaster Aaron Banks paid everybody at the World Championships when they had it in the Waldorf Astoria in 1968. And I believe it was 68. Either that or that was the year he brought Yamaguchi. One or the other, either 68 or 67. I apologize. It's early in the morning, only had 5 hours of sleep with no excuses. My point is that raise your standard. Look at that. Look across. $10,000. And where's the money coming from? Sponsors and donations. Every time you donate, you will get more than what you donated for. You're going to get more. You donate $60, you get an OG, your value is going to be higher than that. Anyway, I got to train. Even though I'm training for nothing, in the sense that there aren't other tournaments that I can go to that has these types of financial criteria or respect. However, it'll happen eventually. I'm waiting for the copycats. Please come out and copy me, because I want to go compete and earn some income also, because I'm a professional, not an amateur. For those of you who have tournaments that I compete at, and then in the end, just slip me $200 and you have me show that up like this. It's embarrassing. Like, yeah, $200. Are you kidding me? That $200 was the same $200 freaking 30 years ago. It doesn't add up. It makes no sense. But it wasn't $200. We were getting paid $1,000. Anyway, not everybody, and it's not because of the money, but you need to have the money to get to the location. You need to have money to pay for the time you're away, because your wife is not too happy. Anyhow, I should say ex-wife. More than that. Stay tuned for big announcements. Because time is limited, and this last chapter in my life, I want it to be 2 things. The best ever and the longest. I exaggerated the spike to create that. Again, I exaggerated the spike up. You see out of it. All right. You gotta see it. What about this? Just walk on about it. Can you see how I did my head? Because one when you do it backwards, this thing is reverse. It was in the class. See right here? We're going to circle that pedal, so when he went to do the kick, I went fast. The sneakers allow me to stop, move, be control of my footwork. Sniper 1 sneakers. Sniper 1. I love the outside. And what's this? Warning. Okay. Once leg, walks on the backside. I'm trying to do multiple kicks at distance. I haven't done that literally in weeks. So of course, you have to know your distance. He's also swatting him off the kicks. It will take a little more energy out. I held my breath, made a mistake. Only because I was taking more. But I kept the distance. And for the follow-up, I still kept my hand. So, making adjustments accordingly. So he did a fadeaway jump into the hook. In my mind, I did this. So he would have tried. Well, regardless, he jumped up again. That takes a lot of agility, flexibility, coordination. He bounced off the floor. The sneak is help. I didn't hear boom. You just went boing, boing. If I would have came forward, would have been a jumping, spin the hook, fade away. That's all that happened. That's one. Yeah. That's not happening there. That's all I'm doing. See, what happened is that his body is blocking so much to the body. I've done that technique a little too often. So like this. So in order for me to really get him in, I had to change the rhythm. That's one. Let me show you what the reason you didn't respond to that. So I put my hand here passively. For the distance, I really didn't blind the eyes. And then to the point immediately. It wasn't. It was here.
Immediately. And the judge.
That's on long way. Oh. Either I scored or he went outside.
I agree.
You told me?
Yeah. Score that one. Yeah.
That's one. So what's happening is this. Again, before, if I came out of it, I couldn't stop. I would slip, I have to continue. But now, I can go. I can stop, I can drop him a dime to initiate his kicking, or punching. Or I can go here. I switched a bunch of times in the middle of it, and I don't even think you completely notice, but to switch takes a lot of effort, because you can't have your weight all the way down. You got to be able to do it while up. When you go up, then the person's knee is locked, or your knee is locked, and come at you. So I'm doing it, switching, but at a decent level. Yeah, a little bit, like, not too high, not too low. Fighting not to touch the wall, meaning keeping himself inside the ring. Even though technically, I know we're going, look, This is out. That's the big one.
Completely out. Right.
But that's just how it works. Again, a lot of you're doing it too. Shaking, making, measuring. Where you want different options? That's two.
2 or 3.
3, 1, 3. I put the barrier, and you want to go around the way. That's how when you jump, I would have this. My mind, the minute you jumped, I wanted this. That would have been a real bump. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. 4. Body open, shoulders. Boom, boom, boom. This is changing the game. Right now we're being like a cat and mouse when I kick boxers. In other words, we're fighting at a distance where we're both trying to fight each other, being very active. Normally he does that more than me. I usually hold my position, maybe reposition, show different heights, put a distraction, but I've never been this busy in terms of footwork. Now mind you, I'm being honest with anybody, including Master Time, I still have an injury. I have an injury. You can't tell. I'll tell you that it's in my, one of my toes, but you can't tell. Because the padding, both on top, which helps with bunions, for what it's worth, and both on the bottom, because it has a give, makes it where I'm fighting on top of what my next door neighbor said. Almost the bed. Almost the bed. That's why he's bouncing from the bed. Boing, boing. I mean, honestly, you're jumping right now. It's getting awesome. That's 4. That wasn't fair. Let me explain. Come with this. So I did a variety of things. If he wouldn't have responded, then this would have happened. I would have went. If you would have held the heart, it's hard to determine how close I am. Well, in my case, when I was falling, most of the time, I had to be like, oh, here's my range. So I had to be like a sniper just on the tree. Instead of a sniper running at you. No, a sniper is a sharp, right? A sniper is a sharp shooter assassin. The closer they get, the less probability they'll miss. What does it happen to me? That's 4. Yeah. Again, I'm messing along with him because I'm in the weeds, but I really. This is the most footwork I have done in the just about a year of us doing because I don't have to worry about weight distribution being a challenge or a slippery floor. Last year, I fought in the tournament in the month of May, after winning grand champion in the tournament in April. I fought people on average, let's just say 40 years old, but my son's 42. So I'm basically fighting people that could be my kids, without being anything but honest. In search for the grand champion. And on top of that, they didn't let me wear my headgear. I should say, they allowed me not to wear headgear, which that's why I started wearing it to get used to it. The second tournament, which I also won, I had my ring star sneakers that were completely gone, probably 5 years ago in terms of no traction. Then I also bought some pads, which I hate to be barefoot, because if the floor is slippery and I only have one or the other, I might be in a bad situation. I don't want to hurt my knee or my hip or my back. And that's a legitimate concern. So I put on the padded ones, so my foot is completely unpadded, meaning I'm barefoot. And I had to fight a kid that was really, really fast in the Grand Championship run. I would say that he's at the youngest, maybe 35. No excuses. My point is that I was so concerned about that. And then they made me wear headgear. Listen to what I'm saying, guys. The headgear was always optional. I know they're telling us to wear headgear, and the reason they say is because of the insurance. That's a lie, guys. I promote tournaments. They're lying. None of the WKF people ever wore what you would consider headgears. Now they're trying it with the kids. Anyway, my point is that I wore this headgear, and I got a big mouth, big feet, but I got no head. So I wear a medium, and which is the size that my fiance wears. So I wore somebody's headgear. It was a large or extra large. I know you put it, I had to fight to, just keep it on without it covering my eyes, and then the sweat kicked in. But I still won grand. Then I got $200, and it was unannounced. Cause they say prize money, but they don't say how much. You ever notice that? They say prize money, but they don't say how much. So there's no real incentive. Now, again, I've always earned money when I did martial arts. I'm a professional, and that means by definition you get paid. The following tournament, and I think that was $200, and the previous one was $200 too. Okay, fine, what it was worth. And then I went to another one in June, where the Grand Championship was a whopping total of nothing. There they made me wear headgear, but I wore my fiancé headgear, the big pink one, which was pretty embarrassing to me because I come from a generation where pink is not really the color you would wear. And then we were fighting on top of these matted, heavy matted grappling mats, which they try to make it seem like they look professional. So aesthetically it looks good, but it's dangerous for your knees. It takes a lot of bounce out of it. For those of you who's ever sparred before, and that promoter, I should say the organization leader, he's never sparred a day in his life. My point is that they were giving away nothing for Grand Champion, and I would have to fight a 21-year-old. So this weekend, I'm supposed to be the defending champion in this tournament. And you tell me, should I defend my title? When I know that they're only going to give away $200 if I do it, and I'm going to be on a floor that most likely is slippery, and then they're going to make me wear headgear, which now doesn't matter. I got my own headgear now that I've been using, which is a medium. But if I do that, I'm going to be a hypocrite. That means I will go compete exactly what I thought wasn't treated as right. And this is what I believe. If you have a tournament, at least the first one in April, they have 2 Grand Championships. If you're 40 or 50 above, they have a separate one. That's just the truth. The other ones, they just have one. And then whoever wins the elder divisions, 30, 40, 50, 60, they just don't compete. Which is horrible. If you're going to have it, have something for them. Bottom line is that $10,000 that I'm giving away just to prove that it's possible. And how about this? There's a 99% chance that I will have less competitors than all of these tournaments who claim that they can't give away any monies. Isn't that something? This is not my vocation. I'm looking to get sponsors and supporters to support the OGs. It's a new business model. So if you want to follow that model, I can teach you it, but I'm testing it right now. But realistically, it has to change. It has to change All school owners, if your students are competing at our event, you get a 20% commission as a joint venture. That's right. I'll get back to that later on tonight. You know the difference between
And have the foot is like muscle like when you move small.
whatever you want. I don't want to get in my joint. I got that one over there. So I'm trying to not to catch it when you're trying to counter. I'm trying to catch it backward. It's not easy because now let me explain that. What tell me that? Probably. Where? If you notice, I shuffled fast 3 times. Then I got kind of real fast. And there I got closer. So I caught him flat-footed, confused, because I picked up the pace with a basic, but used for the first time like that. Yeah. And as I was with shuffle, to a fast backward. And you're like, what he doing? Right, so the idea is to catch him in kings. Let's see. Can I make that up, right? You should have to jump. No. But as good as you can. As good as you can. Jump towards me.
Towards that.
Because if you jump towards that same technique would have been like, wait, I can't get it. Your weight would have been. Because remember, if you jump, you become a bigger target. But there, you're so busy. That I told you to repeat that, it's exhausting. That was nice. One more. See, they are cheating, right? Yeah. You know what? You can see that?
I'm here, but I'm not here.
I'm really close enough. But it was sudden. I want to. I was really close enough, but I knew. And then,
Wait, twist it the second time.
that's 2. Okay, I'll give it to you, but you want to do something else? 2 points. I want you to do it.
Which one? Do some of this.
Clash, because I hit you to it.
Yeah.
But when you grab this, I want to hear. If I want to hear, you would have done 2 more punches. You do the push through, like where I was looking through, right? But I want this.
No.
So you went, go straight, go to the woods. Because I don't want to get caught here. So I'm going here. I want to be out of the line of fire. Because I don't want to get hit. No, I don't want to get hit. That's it. So I went to an old mode. I went to the watch. Like I'm president. Yeah. So I switched it. I went old school, very samurai like. Step in like a fencer. But again, there's a rhythm.
Okay.
And that. That's 4. I used to do my favorite foundation. I can catch people with one of them. Either this one, so all I have to do is go in the middle before either one comes. Window was open and it's shut fast. So I gotta make sure I go. I gave him that mask, plug it in. I'm loving that. So now, you're finishing up with both of us. Okay. So let's just say that if you throw single techniques, those are like letters, like the letter I, and you can write a word with the letter I. 2 letters, T-O. 3 letters, T-W. After a while, you start making words. When you start moving, you're adding sentences and poetry in motion. So in the middle of the poetry, you might have pauses. The people might get caught up into the cadence. I go, plop, plop, fisses. What's the rest?
I don't know.
He's too young. He's too young.
Say it again.
Plop, plop, fisses.
Okay.
See, he's too young. He would have said, oh, what a relief it is. In this case, it's backfired. He's too young. I had to ask the age. How about this? Hip hop.
And you don't stop.
Could be that. Hip hop hooray!
Hip hop, oh.
In other words, if someone knows already what you're doing or what you're going to do, they know the answer. You change the question while doing poetry in motion. That's what footwork and angles and all these things are. So I'm catching you in between things, and you're saying, what's going on here? Normally I'm more like aggressive for speed. This time it's finesse, timing, tempo, distance, illusions. All the other elements that I get a chance to now work on because I have confidence in my speed and timing because I've been doing that. So once you're able to expand your confidence, you start doing things like this, and you would never think it really much. Oh, by the way, I also do 600 kicks before you came here. Or laying down, 600. Front kick, roundhouse, and side kick, 600 before you came here. But you don't see me kicking. But I was hoping with my footwork, which I have an injury. No excuses.
Footwork kicks. What? Wow. That's probably why the moving so smooth.
I think it's 5. Yeah. Let's just make it 5. I don't know what it was. Now there, I went back to speed from standing position. Well, making me, I'm going to do the same thing as before. And then even grab his hand to make sure that he's not going to cooperate. This way, yeah. Now I made a mistake on putting there. Look what I did. I'm here. Normally I would step like this. I did a mistake. I crossed my legs. It's funny. It came right back. Looks like wait a second. Yeah. Always show the body with the arm. Now look at this. I'm going to do this. Like this, while moving forward, I'm changing my hands. Someone says, he just hit him with 52 locks. Oh, jailhouse rock. Oh, or Wing Chun. I hit him with shit that worked. It may not work again, so I won't do it. The secret there was the distance. See, look, regardless of what I do, I'm still engaging in active footwork towards the opponent while making him go on their heels and on the defensive posture. So these hand movements become distractions for the stepping. 2 points and 1 number 5. What did I just do? Yeah. And your brain says, wait a second. Is he doing the peekaboo? Think about it. Your brain says, is he doing the peekaboo? And I'm already here. Look how close. Now, if I do it like Tyson, I won't reach you. He's too far. And I won't be here. Got to this. Look over. See the sun's here? Again. Stand over here. Because we can't tell the distance. Stop. Watch. The UMAN. So it was a variation of people's powers. That's right, they were there. Yeah. You do that, you got this much. I'm going to do it with that box. That's fine. That's straight. Yeah. Beautiful. Let me explain that. I gotta explain that. That's too confusing. Normally I write this. 1. And 2. But this time I went. And your memory has to know that. Because I do that all the time. So his subconscious now, and him training with me. See, this is the thing. He knows what I'm going to do if I do the same thing. So the only way I can keep him guessing is by adding things he's never seen. And then some things that he hasn't seen in a while. To keep him guessing. Hence, trigonometry. I've been sparring with Master Ty for over a year now. And that being the case, we're talking about 14 months. Look at his progress in 14 months. If I do not do all these extra things, he will kick me in the mouth. Spinning hook kick. The other day, I'm going to put a highlight reel of all the times he hit me, because your guys try to talk crap. Like, oh, why he's hesitating. Man, you come here, and I'll give you a free of charge seminar. No problem. And I won't even hurt you. You might hurt yourself from missing. And then when you think, oh my God, all these years I've been training, and no one ever taught me this. Do you know why I never taught you that? Because they don't know it. Boss Rutan, look him up. No one taught him that either. He got into that vibration level, frequency, and he just enjoyed the process. By the way, that's what happened with Master Ty when he's doing all these jumps and spins and kicks. He trusts his body. And it's scary to me because that thing is not supposed, I can't do that yet. Yet.
Right. You got 210 today?
Well, I'm already tired. I was yesterday.
Wow. 210.
8. 1, 6. Now guys, I gotta review that. Because I did the most basic thing that the other day we told me in the I did a reverse punch, right guys? I did. I did this foot. I stepped on the foot. I stepped on its foot and punched at the same time. When he's the one that engaged. So I held my ground, which is scary. You gotta be like, shh, stay quiet, stay quiet. I'm in the tree. I think he knows I'm there, but he's not 100% sure. So I went, I couldn't even use my gun. I had to use my guard. When I use the gun, because other people come inside. So that's really what I'm down to. Man, I had to fight that. I had to stay low and not get up at all. And then I was able to throw 2 punches to the body because the height was off. So I'm like this. You're like, what else are you doing? But you went. So did I. I turned it from the bottom. It was. I'm over here. If you watch that slow-mo, all that is, look, I blocked the first punch. Block the second punch. So I raised the both. Wow. But also, it's because of the way I was leaning, and you know so anticipated something. So you wasn't fully committed. Well, you was committed, but you went to the angle, which is the right way to go. If I would have stayed like this, both those would be connected. But I went like this. So when I went like this, I blocked the first, I blocked the second, then I hit it. You didn't do anything wrong. I just happened to do it right. See, once I get in the shoulder, think about how late I did the punch. Always was here, or here. When you put the drum on that, and you punch me, it's over there. I was on the side. I went inside his shoulder. But I did not know until you went to go. You want to go there? You got to be patient. You're in the pocket. You want to squeeze, but you want to make sure that you catch them thinking that they're going to hit you. The worst technique in the world to get caught with in boxing, look something like this. Well, I got caught thinking, and then one then he broke my jaw. Doing this, look. Where you think you hit the person, you like this. Wide hook, or even close hook, or even uppercut. And you get hit with the technique that you think you're going to throw. Because there's no one in life that you can be conscious and defensive while throwing a strike at the same time. Unless you're advancing and doing stuff like this, which I do often. Watch. Right here, I go like where I'm hiding behind my own weapon. See? So when I come out, when I do that, my elbows are really tight against my body. And I'm hiding behind my ring. Look at my defense. Then when you pull back, it's hard to stack. He scored. Doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
How much did you got me?
No snap though.
Your leg was close.
Yep.
So I do this. In the knee. If you leg was cross, you can't go this way. Can't go that way. Can't go that way. You don't go this way. Wherever you're told to point it. Wherever you're told to point it. That's the direction you go to the fastest. So if you're flat-footed and you're told like this to the side, this is the fastest you go. You can't go really this way. If you go this way, you have to be like almost on the side of the line. There it is. But if you do this, then you can do that.
That's fine.
So I look at people's foot positioning without looking. I wasn't ready, but I had to go. He stayed there too long. I think he was trying to stall me counter. He doesn't do doing something like that. But I don't know. So I have to make sure I'm safe first and then but not where you were. Where your toes said to go to. So I went. Now you want to stay here. I want to be this. I went where you were going based on the position of your feet.
That's fine.
That's
About some people who shoulders.
I don't care about shoulders. I don't care about feet. I care about those people who either my junkie. Now everything is out.
Alright. 7 or we on 8?
No, not 7 on 2 points. I think it's 2 points. Both of them just missed. And we do the same technique. See, I'm trying to wake up my brother that I haven't been for a while because became his brother. That would have been low, but I moved over here. I'm scared to get it low until we get the second set of equipment that's coming is the one that people will laugh. But stay tuned, because neither one of us have one on right now. No, I'm telling you. I don't even know what I'm saying. You'll find out. That's good.
Round 8.
Well, that's 4 also. See, I have to go before that hand went. Track it back here. So what happened was here. And one of this. I throw towards his eyes. If I go here, you gotta address it. But then I have to throw it before you guys open it. Because I have a napkin. Oh, I mean, again, I would have got it over now. Right? But I went scared. But as deep, let me tell you something. What I would have done, come on. That's so much less effort in terms of a miss. It's his body is jumping up while going backwards. Man, that's hard. And right there, that's you're like a cat right now. He's leaping backwards. When most people would throw one punch, you would go, ugh. So if I go like this, you go, until I went. That's what they're doing in the jam. So his fadeaway side kick while jumping is phenomenal. So if I stop, I'll get hurt. So I have to shift gears. I have to go. Otherwise, I get caught flat. That's three in one way. Yeah. That's a long. I stay low.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, man. Is it at 1780 or 1776?
76.
Okay, because what's the name of the building?
It's the senior center. It's right on the side. You can't miss it.
What old senior center?
It's the senior center right there in the projects.
Yeah, but that's 1780. It's not 1776.
You got a door on the right and a door on the left. Just walk through and the one on your left.
Okay, well, do you know the contact person? So that way I'm in the right place.
Once you go in there, you'll see the person. The office is on the right side, on the left side. Whoever we can get in, you just go in, she already know what it is on schedule. All right? Okay, I'll do that. Like I said, once you go in there, you should see nothing but seniors. All right.
You gave somebody a class
Yeah.
because of our workout?
No.
Okay.
I was trying to get down to another appointment.
Okay. So this is what you gotta understand, guys. Master Ty and I are both busy. In spite of that, we don't make any excuses for our personal training. Now, he's not only training when we spar, he's teaching multiple times a day and working out on his own. And that's the difference. For most people will schedule a workout once or twice a week, not make it for a month, and convince themselves that no, they've just been busy. No, man, you're just busy, especially with someone like me. If anyone wants to take private lessons with me, and again, it won't be that. It starts off with it starts off for wherever you guys need it. And I can assess that situation pretty fast. Because again, as many advanced techniques that you might have thought you saw, 99% of it was still basic. It comes from the foundation. However, if someone says to me, if you told me, sir, I can only train at 3 in the morning, what do you think I'll do?
Get up.
Yeah, because to me, training at crazy, obscure times makes it where most people would have made excuses about it, so that actually turns me on. You know, Dan Pena was taught more billionaires than anybody, and multi-millionaires. He does businesses with people only when it's inconvenient to get there. Louis Fast Guy Cruz wanted to train with me in 2005. I ignored him because he was a black belt from my buddy, Ruby Camacho. So what did I do? I ignored him until finally I said to him, yeah, okay, I'll talk to you. Let's talk. Come to me to this tournament, which was Twin Tower Classic. And he got to me 10 days after. Well, the thing about it was that Louis Cruz was in Puerto Rico, and the tournament was just 10 days away. So if he was willing to talk to me personally, then I had to make sure I made it as uncomfortable as possible to check his commitment level, because realistically, I don't like to teach other people's students. So I told him, come and see me, no problem, but he's in Puerto Rico. He came to New York 10 days after. Then the day he met me at 8:30 in the morning, he made it. I said, cool, I'm not going to speak to him yet. Compete. And he did. By the time I spoke to him, it was almost 1 o'clock in the morning, the following day on Sunday night, Sunday morning. Now I knew his commitment was there. So then I showed him a few techniques, and within weeks, we were teaching 2 seminars on Friday, 3 seminars on a Saturday, and an instructor certification. That was back in 2006. And I'll tell you, we charged for the seminar what the kids and the adults paid for the month. Because his price point was just too cheap. He said, oh, they pay between $10 and $20 for a seminar. I said, well, that's not going to happen. I said, well, how much do you guys charge for tuition? Check this out. Look how low it was. $30 for the kids, $40 for the adults. I said, what? Okay, that's what we're going to charge. He said, you think they're going to do that? I said, no. No one's going to do that unless they commit it, but this is my guarantee. If they don't learn at least 5 techniques that they would never have learned in a lifetime, possibly training in karate, because Yamaguchi, Funakoshi, they all went to their cribs without knowing these techniques. They never had experience it. I said, if they're not completely content after the seminar, they can get their money back. They can get their money back, 100% guaranteed. Not one person asked for their money back, and now Puerto Rico, well, it went a little too far now, but Louis Cruz and family, his son Joel right now, his daughter, they're doing phenomenal, and they are fighting in multiple circuits, even though he's really the first UMAN tournament that was done in the Caribbean back in 2008. Back to the lab. Region 11. On the 9. I'm only doing 10, sir. I got to run to it. 369, 369. Let's touch a little. So that's not the one by the one overlap computer. Yeah. It's prisoners of war, right? Casualties of war. That's what I got. Oh, you know what? You might be right. I love that. Technological gases.
Yeah, that one.
And then the other one is, it might be prisoners of war. I'll double check that. That's not the need to go out of the way, right? You've been so fast. Yeah, I didn't expect it. I told you where you were going. Yeah. That kind of play. Look, I want to look. I caught him in the switch. That's 2 or 3.
That's good. Yeah, I should be doing wrong though.
Yeah. I'm glad you did it right afterwards. I'm not great, but I'm saying because I couldn't use it before you would have been just the way. I hope so good.
He was in there.
I'm telling you. See how I got his order? Outside. I'm paranoid. I had a double it up because I missed it. I went. I've been there a long time. Yeah, I remember. You just go too fast. My goal was not to get hit with the low kick, which is not his fault. It's because I'm jamming. I don't have the proper equipment. September 20th, guys. $10,000 in prize money. Look up there. Now this is a warning. Not everybody's going to get a chance to actually train, to compete. We're allowing only 8 people per division in sets. What does it all mean? In the 70-74, we already have 9 people. We're going to go, since there's still time, get it to 16 and then shut it down. So we changed our rule, guys. Listen up closely. If the 70-74 already has 9 people, and they get ready to go to 2 divisions, that means that the lightest 8 will go one way. The heaviest 8 will go another way in the same, let's say, well, in this case, 70 to 74 division. Whoever wins that goes to compete for the champion of that age bracket against the 75 to 79. And whoever wins that makes 250, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, whoever, they make 250. However, there's another closing. And just figure out another way. If you have two divisions in the one age and weight and age category, they want to put another $100 in to that equation, which means this. If you are competing against the person from the 74 to 75 to 79, and there's only 8 of them, so one division, and there were 2 divisions in the 70 to 74, which is most likely going to happen, then look what happens. Whoever wins between the two 70 to 74 is going to get $100 just for that. And then they're going to compete against the 75 to 79. And whoever wins that gets another $250.
That's dope.
I'm adding that if there's additional divisions. That could happen in every division. We have 2 weight categories. That means another $100. And then 8, not weight categories, age brackets. There's 8 age brackets. So that means I'm going to give away another $800. Got it, guys? So again, I'll break it down again. 8 people maximum per division, but we're going to have, up to this point, sets of 8. So we have 2 sets of 8s, which will be the maximum. If we're going to get, if there's more than 16 people, too bad, guys, you're going to have to do forms. Forms don't have a cap. It's about fighting alone. Or you can fight only teams, which I haven't figured out what that's going to be. Okay, I'll give you the answer. Teams is going to be $500 for the team. So you're going to have to pay $75 total, meaning each team member puts $25. So $75 for the team division, but that's 3 people. Get it? And whoever wins makes $500 and bragging rights. 30 and 40-year-olds fight for one team. You can only have maximum, well, 30 and 40, 50 and 60, 70 and up. Now you can have 2 40-year-olds, I should say 2 30-year-olds and 1 40-year-old. You can have 3 40-year-olds, but you can't have 3 30-year-olds. And that's the same. So in other words, you got to have at least 2 people at maximum from the younger bracket, but not 3. But if you choose to have 4, or I should say 3 from the same, like in other words, 3 40-year-olds, if they decide to do that, that's fine. But you can't do 3 30-year-olds. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. If you're doing 50 to 60, you can't have 3 50-year-olds. Sorry. And 70 is the same thing. Now 70 is the only one, guys. If there's no, for some reason, if there's no 80-year-old, then we can't have in that situation except to rule, so you have 3 70-year-olds. It doesn't matter if it's 70, 74, or 75 to 79. A lot more money, a lot more respect, and history is being made. $10,000. If you want to donate, guys, you donate $60, you will get a spectator ticket, which is worth $25 right now. You would also get a $10 keychain, a certificate that says I support it.
Not this one, right?
No, that's the dog tag that only a few people are gonna have. Anyway, and also, I just got distracted. What was I talking about?
The incentives, the spectator.
Oh, and then okay, so you got the $25. You got so that's $35. Oh, and you still get your general admission ticket. That's a $25 ticket. If you do 120, you're gonna get the previous things plus the $40 event T-shirt that hasn't even been made yet, so you haven't seen it. And then if you're doing, and that means that you're sponsoring with the $60, you're sponsoring an OG that you can be the creator.
Hello.
Then you also have that's Sammy from the Incredible Breakers. So I'm gonna start dancing. I'm asking when legendary dancers come here, help me how to break so I can really lose weight. If you do $120, you're sponsoring 2 people, two OGs that do 3 divisions, and plus this time you get what you consider the T-shirt, $40 T-shirt, like I said. If you do 180, then you're gonna get a VIP ticket, which right now is worth $50. It's gonna be worth $100 at the door. That means you're able to be on the floor, not just a general admission. And if you sponsor 4 people, which is a total of $240, you're gonna get the previous things and the $75 hoodie. So nothing's for free. Basically, you're buying equipment, and the sales goes towards the OGs. Thank you for watching, guys. God bless. AB. I'm Grandmaster Jerry Fast Feet Fontanez, the founder of the Unified Martial Arts Network. UMAN, OG, all the guys, all the girls. Pro, they got money. Internationals. June 20th at William L. Dickinson High School in Jersey City, New Jersey.